Welcome back. For today's practice, we're going to practice an inversion. And this inversion is a shoulder stance. And because we're going to use a supported shoulder stand using blocks, it's very accessible for most people. Inversions are great in the way that they calm the nervous system. And specifically this one eases fatigue. So it's really good to do after a long day of either working or you've been driving or running around. This would be a great way to calm the nervous system and ease any fatigues you may have. What you want to do is grab your blocks, and I would prefer 2 blocks, although one is perfect too. If you don't have blocks, you can find a couple of nice heavy books that are going to be nice and sturdy. And then what you want to do is have the blocks right next to you. And I would have them this way initially, although you can try and see how high you want to go. So you can start them with the right next to each other like this, or you can stack them up on top of each other and have them right next to you this way. And then as you're ready, you're going to lie down on your back. Then gently begin to bring your heels a little bit closer to your buttocks. And as you inhale, just lift the hips up and slide the blocks. So you're going to grab the blocks and slide the blocks right underneath your hips. And just got to make sure that the blocks are nice and sturdy underneath your hips. So you're not, really wobbly or anything. And as you arrive this pose, you want to lift your chest up and roll the upper arm under, and do it for both sides so that you have your upper arms are providing a nice support for the back of your lung. And this allows you to actually have a nice bridge underneath your neck too. So your neck is not flattened against the ground. You want a nice lift to the back of the neck. And from this point on, palms are open to the sky. That allows the shoulder blades to be open, the shoulders to be open, the chest is open. And then initially just lift one leg straight up to the sky, see how that feels. Lower that leg down. Lift the other leg up to the sky and notice how that feels. And then lower that leg down. And eventually we're going to lift both legs up. So lift the first one up first and then hold it up there and see if you can lift the other leg up straight up to the sky as well. And once you arrive here, just close your eyes and begin to really deepen your breath. Just in this pose, take a deep breath through the nose and exhale out through an open mouth. So it is said that for the shoulder stand to really have its benefits, so that you can really feel the impact and the benefits of this pose, you want to be here at least for 2 to 3 minutes. So I'll mind the time for you. Close your eyes, and as you rest in this pose, just allow the pose to do its job for you. You may feel a better blood circulation after this pose. You may feel a sense of calmness. So just close your eyes and begin to, as usual, just notice your breath. Noticing your inhalations and noticing your exhalations. These inversions are said to be one of the most important poses or asanas in yoga. So perhaps even if you don't have time for a full class or an hour practice, this may be a really good practice to do. This particular pose may be a very good practice to do after a long day, if you've been running around or you feel fatigued, both mentally and physically. So as you stay here, just notice your breath. Continue. If you find your mind wandering, bring your awareness back to your breath. Your breath is not forced or shaped in any way, just a natural rhythm of your own breath. You've been here for about 2 minutes now, so you may start feeling perhaps a little numbness in the legs, in the feet. That's because the blood is rushing away. And that's okay, that's completely fine. We'll be here for 1 more minute. So if you like to come out of the pose, you can bring your legs down one at a time and just pause. But if you can, stay in this pose for 1 more minute. So we'll have a total of 3 minutes in this pose. And then as you're ready, gently begin to bend one knee. Bring that leg all the way down, bringing the foot down flat on the floor. And then bend the other leg and bring the foot down on the floor. And just pause here for just a moment before you lift your hips up. Take a deep breath through the nose. And a long exhale out through an open mouth. And then pressing the bottom of your feet down onto the floor, lift the hips up with your inhalation. Slide the blocks from underneath you. And then gently begin to bring your hips down, one vertebrae at a time, so that the hips are last to come down. As you stay in this pose for a moment, just bring in one hand to your heart and the other hand to your lower belly. Breathe into your heart. And exhale out through an open mouth. Let it open. As you're ready, you can roll over to one side. And then with the strength in your top arm, press yourself up into a comfortable seat. And just close your eyes. That was it. Just 3 minutes out of your day, and just notice the difference already. How much calmer, how much more focused you feel. Thank you for practicing with me today. Hope to see you soon. Namaste.